Good morning. Your mat is upstairs, but you can bring it down. Good morning. Is there anybody out there who would decide to practice with me this morning? Let me know. I think you can. I hope you can see me and hear me. Good morning. Lately, it happened that the messages came in later. Oh, hi, Dana. Thank you. Good morning, beautiful. Hi, Erin. Good morning. So now the messages are coming in. And Sandra and Julie, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So this is, I lost track of time completely, 5th week. Is it the 5th time that we meet here? I would love to know how you are all doing. How do you handle that whole situation? Good morning, Marty. I have some very, very bad days and not Szia Zsófika, sorry, Hungarians. For them, it's Hungarian. Szia Zsófi. So, not because we are, for me at least, not because I'm trapped inside. I believe I love my home and I'm okay with my family surrounding me. Szia Jucika, jó reggel. But definitely all kinds of stuff from the past are coming up. And as I said it last week, I believe as well, I have to face them and it's difficult. And I told you that a few weeks ago when we started this YouTube channel, my practice shifted into more physical. And by yesterday, I shifted back to more so-called passive practices, which would be yin for me, and the praying with the body and pranayama and meditation. So today, hold on, let me see who else is here. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Sandra. Good morning. So today's practice is going to contain a few elements of these. First, we are going to start with yin postures, just a couple of them, because I would love you to see the empowering nature of these poses. I myself, after practicing it for almost 2 decades, was very surprised yesterday that how much of a shift for the better could have happened because I practiced one simple pose, butterfly. So, and then we are going to shift to the 5 Tibetan rites. And that is for the chakra system, but it's hard to say because many practices are for stimulating. And it's more like a prayer with the body. And I would like to invite you to do it with me once. I'm going to explain, and we do. And then the second round, I won't explain much. We are just going to do it. 3 repetitions today. Now, one thing is that I give you alternatives, how else you can practice if you want to do it, but it seems to be difficult at this point to do it. Also, I am going to do everything as I say. So if I say right, I myself I'm going to go right. So I won't mirror you, please. Just up there right now. Please don't follow me as a mirror. The second part, the last part of our practice today is going to be pranayama. And here again, what I'm saying, if I go right, that means that I myself going to go right, so you will look the opposite. You look like the opposite, okay? So I guess that's it. Let's see who else is here. I don't see any more. Oh, I don't want to touch it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So let's practice. Please go to your mat And you might need 2 blocks, and you might need something to sit on for pranayama, which I always like to practice sitting on something. Let's see how we look like if I am like this. Hopefully you will see me well. Okay, so I go to my own mat, and the first practice is going to be butterfly. Butterfly is feet are together, a bit away from the hips, so there is space. I will go sideways so you see me easier. And you will place your heads wherever you like and fold forward to a degree that it's not hard or painful. And relax into it a little bit. I like to tilt my pelvis first and then release down. So it could be that you are working on the computer all day long, 8 hours. Then you might take blocks and place the blocks underneath your head and rest the head over the blocks. Or if you feel that folding forward is not an option in this hour of the day, please lie down, and the alternative is simply the same posture, the same leg posture, and lying on the ground. Also with this difference, and we stay. Please stay in your chosen posture. We're going to sit up. Just continue. And breathe. Please stay and keep breathing softly. And experience first your sit bones, what you feel underneath you as you're sitting, releasing the whole body down into this forward fold or resting on the ground. You might have tension in your jaw, in your throat, in your tongue. Release that. And breathe. In this yin posture, we are holding a pose for a longer time. And we aim not to jump to changes just because something becomes uncomfortable. Nevertheless, if it's painful or something is numbing already, then that's a signal to change. Otherwise, just staying here, breathing. And I also invite you, this practice is beautifully gives us the opportunity to just see what's there for us. Yesterday, when I sat down and I did that practice, I've noticed the thoughts which were not pleasant at all, the feelings which were rather painful, just arising. And when we decide to take a few moments to be with them, to recognize them, we take the power away by simply that. Therefore, we might have a chance not to react. Just stay with it and breathe continuously. So please, with the next in-breath, slowly, if you are at a seated posture, bring yourself up to a vertical. Place your hands behind you and let your legs stretch out on the ground and simply rest. It's just resting. If you were on the ground, then stretch your legs up and just rest on the ground. experience in your hips whatever is happening. Then we are going to shift to Sphinx pose, and that's going to be on the ground, lying flat on the tummy. Relaxing the legs and placing the elbows underneath the shoulders, maybe front of the shoulders a little bit, and coming up to a Sphinx. The difference is that hand position can be hands together in prayer, hands and forearms separated, or holding onto the opposite elbows. And stay. Bring your elbows underneath the shoulders at least, or front of the shoulders. And rest. If it proves to be too painful on your lower back, it is going to be sensitive. We are basically asking for that sensitivity there. Then you can simply either use a block and place the forehead on a block and rest here, or use your fists. So there is a tiny curve in the back, but not much. Now, the other adjustment that we can take is that we gently engage the inner thighs and a bit more the glutes, and pulling the tailbone softly down. And then we stay with that. The power in our practice is in our breathing. I will be quiet for a minute or so. Please enjoy the quiet breathing in your home. If you like these practices, you can elongate the time here on your own for up to 5 minutes or even longer. Also, you can place the hands down, extend the arms, and come up higher if your back feels comfortable with that posture. Otherwise, just lower down to the floor, please. Let the forehead rest on the ground. Slide your hands back underneath the shoulders or next to the chest. Push back all the way to child's pose for a few moments. Just sitting down on the heels and folding slowly forward, placing the hands maybe underneath the forehead. I know I like that way, but you can also practice any other way and breathe. And then press your fingertips into the floor. Come up to a seat, please. And as you're sitting on your heels, let the fingertips press down. Just pressing them into the ground. Then tuck your toes under. Roll back. If that's a possibility, then come with me. Otherwise, we are just going to simply stand up. Roll back to the balls of your feet. We are on the points of the lung. Then stretch your legs and release the head down. And slowly, please roll up to standing. And we are here to continue with the 5 Tibetan rites. So the first one is arms will be on the sides. And we are going to turn clockwise 3 times. The first repetition, the first round, when we start practicing it 3. So around the right heel, we move. Arms are on the side, and we move to the right. Slowly guiding ourselves with our left leg. And that was 1. And we continue. The second one. Breath is soft. And you have to know that you can speed it up if you like this practice to any speed. Third one. I'm doing it very slowly. And it's spinning the wheels. And then after the third one we finished, please bring your hands together in front of your eyes. Look at your thumbs. And start separating your hands softly as you keep looking at your thumbs with your eyes and just separating the hands and breathing. And once you lose the sight of your thumbs, you take them back together. And once they arrive, you look at them again and breathe. Then please lower the hands down. That was the first right. The second one is leg raise. So lie down to the floor. I'm just going to come sideways, but you just simply lie down. Stretch your legs out. Flex your feet. And place your hands next to your body. As we inhale, we engage our tummy, flex our feet, raise the legs, raise the arms, the shoulders, the head, and hold it, the end of the inhale. Exhale, lower back down to the floor. So it might prove to be too difficult for some of you if you have lower back issues. You can bend your knees and alternate. First, just lifting the head, press the lower back to the floor, maybe lifting the legs slightly up, and then placing everything back down to the ground. Or if you can lift higher up, you lift, inhale, and exhale. You choose your variation. I'm going to stretch my leg, long spine. The breath is present. Here we go. Inhale, raise your legs, your shoulders, your head, lower everything down to the floor. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Release. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And please release everything into the ground. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Let the legs rest. And we are going to rest here for a few moments. Breathing softly. And we transition from here to our knees. So you can bend your knees, roll to the side, come up to a seat and to your knees. You can also bring your legs together and cross your shins and move over to your knees and come up to your knees. Or way. Place your hands onto your sacrum. Lower back pulls down, lower back pulls down, tailbone pulls down. Elongate the spine and let the chest simply release tension. And tailbone moves down, navel in. With the in-breath, we are going to lift the chest. And the original one would be taking the head all the way back. Now, it might not be an option for some of you, so just lift the sternum and reach back. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. And as you exhale, get even taller as you come back to the original posture. Here we go. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Release your feet down and sit down to your heels. If it's hard, please change into a cross-legged position and just sit. Breathe. And come forward. The original way to go back is tucking the toes under and moving back onto the sit bones and stretching the legs out to the front. Placing the hands down next to your hips, bending the knees, and pressing the feet to the floor. Pressing the hands into the floor, broaden the collarbones. Inhale, lift your hips. Again, the idea is letting the head move back, hold the breath, and with an exhale, we release down back to the floor. If it's not an option because of wrists or any other parts of the body, then inhale, broaden the collarbones, lift the chest gently, and use the shoulder blades, so you can bring them together. Exhale, release back to the original shape. Okay, here we go. Press the hands into the floor, feet into the floor. Inhale, lift up, elongate. Maybe head moves back, hold the breath. And exhale, slowly lower back down to the floor and elongate your spine. And again, inhale slowly. Hold the breath. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Stretch your legs out onto the ground. Let the top of the hands rest on your mat and sit. Gaze gently to the front. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Breathe. Then bring your feet next to you and roll and move down to the tummy. Tuck your toes under. It's going to be the inverted V shape. Hands are next to the chest. So it looks like up dog, down dog. Okay, but it's inverted V. And so first it starts, toes curled under, engage the legs. And as you exhale, lift the head and lift the hips. That's the exhale. If you can lift the chin. And the inhale will guide us back to a V shape. Or you see it as down dog. Hold the breath in at the end of the inhale. And exhale, come forward. And lower the hips slightly down. Engage your legs, lift your chin. Okay, let's release for a second because I know that it's also difficult. So if it's very difficult for you and you cannot do kind of up dog, down dog, at this point, hold your hands however you can on the ground and do hammock, Annie, and moving back towards a puppy. So here is your exhale and here is your inhale. And hold the in, breath in. Okay, so you choose. I just have to check the time. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, come forward. Lift the hips. Broaden the collarbones. Inhale, move back. Tuck off the inhale, we hold. Then exhale, moving forward. Hold. Inhale, move back. Kumbhaka. Exhale. And inhale. Hold the breath in. Exhale, come forward. Lower down. Place your chin onto the floor. Turn your palms up and rest. And breathe. Then place your hands underneath your forehead. And continue breathing. Relax your forehead onto your hands. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. And please come back up. All the way. Slowly, mindfully to your feet. And up to standing. We are going to repeat everything once more. And I only say a few words. So we do it together 3 times. We will repeat everything. Ground your feet. Extend your arms out to the front. That's praying with the body, affecting the whole system, most importantly the endocrine system at this point. So start breathing and turn clockwise 3 times. And then please bring your hands together in front of your face. Keep breathing as you separate your hands. And bring your hands together. Keep breathing softly and gaze at your thumbs. Release your hands down and lie down for leg raises. Flex your feet, engage your tummy. Your version starts with an inhale. Lift. Hold. Exhale. And please rest. Turn your palms up. Breathe, release the shoulder blade. Release your neck and jaw. Then inhale, bend your knees, cross your shins, and move forward onto your knees, or however you can move forward onto the knees. Place your hands behind your sacrum, press your fingers on it. Engage your legs, tailbone moves down. Inhale, lift your heart, and lift your chin or mouth. Hold. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Sit down to any position to rest. Maybe heels, maybe cross-legged. And breathe. If you're sitting on your heels, tuck your toes under, move through the balls of the feet, sit down, and place the feet to the floor, hands behind you. Rather the collarbones, long spine. Inhale, lift your hips. Hold the breath. Exhale, release. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last one. And rest. Top of the hands on the floor. Flow the breath. And inverted V is the last one. Please make your way onto your tummy. Hands next to the chest. Tuck your toes under. Engage your legs. Exhale as you lift your torso, your hips. Inhale, move back to inverted V. Hold the breath. Exhale forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale forward. This time lower your hips to the floor. Let your chin touch the ground. Hands turn up and rest. And please make your way back up to a seat and place a block or something underneath your hips. So I'm going to move to the front of my mat and grab my little meditation pillow. So we are doing it together. What I say is what I do. The hands, take your thumbs to the base of your ring fingers and fold all other 4 fingers over it. So these hands first going to come up with an inhale to the chest and stretch the arms out. And we go left. Reach the left arm to the side and make this fist come to the front of the armpit. And let the left pointing finger point. Bend your left elbow and take it to the right nostril. So let's do it again. Rest your hands. Take your thumbs to the base of your ring fingers, fold the other fingers over it. Elongate the spine, relax your neck. Inhale, front, left, exhale, pointing finger moves across the right ear, nose, then inhale through the right. Change, close the left nostril, exhale through the, I made a mistake. Inhale through the left, exhale through the right. I switched. And again, inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. One more. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Then bring your hands down and right side. Inhale, right, exhale, right pointing finger crosses over to the left nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale. right. Exhale, left. Place your hands down. Release your fingers. Breathe through both nostrils. And the last part of this pranayama is with the inhale, we gently pull the fingers all in to a fist. That's the inhale. And with the exhale, we release the fingers out. And it's happening on our legs softly. There we go. Inhale. Exhale. In. And out. In. And out. Release your hands. Close your eyes. Natural breathing. Place your hands together at your heart. We're going to pray together, and then I will ask you to move into your Shavasana. Hands come together at the heart. Gently bow your head forward. Relax the shoulders. Close your eyes. And we express our gratitude, and we name 10 things that we feel grateful for at this moment. And true connection only can happen through the heart. So we thank all those beings who have been supporting us in this lifetime. And we send our love, we send light, we send prayer to those who are suffering on this earth at this moment. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. Thank you for your practice. Namaste. Please take another few moments to lie down to your back and rest in Shavasana. Have a wonderful day.